Welcome everybody again to another episode of Conversation with the Legends. And on my right, I got your favorite rapper's favorite rapper, Mantra. Everybody make noise. That's what's up.
That's favorite rapper. That's favorite rapper 3 times removed.
You heard? On my left, I got my favorite rapper.
Hey.
Kudos.
Hey.
What up? Yeah. So my first question, I'm gonna throw my first question to Mantra. If you could pick your favorite superpower, or one superpower, what would it be?
Oh, favorite superpower. Fuck. I think it would probably be teleportation. Teleportation.
Okay.
You're laughing. Is that not a good power to have?
I just think it's a funny question.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, why teleportation?
Well, because I'm a really awkward dude socially, and I don't like uncomfortable like conversations. I would teleport the fuck out of there.
When the girls come in, gone.
Yeah. If anyone attractive comes my way.
I'm
out of there. Oh. That's why I can't talk to Em for Jonas. I gotta be fucking out.
That's why you waited for him to leave.
That's right. Now I can
just
talk.
showed up. What would be your superpower?
I thought about this, right? So, feeling you get when you're on right? All your serotonin blast in your head. I'd want to be able to walk up to people and just give them that feeling. So like people are about to fight, they're like, we're gonna fight. Oh bro, they're all nice and happy.
I love you, bro.
Yeah,
give him a hug.
I just walk around. Yeah, people in the crowd, there's one guy mean mugging me. You're dead. Nice. He's so good.
Yeah.
I feel like that would help my shit as well. So if you had that, I wouldn't need teleportation. Because I'd be there going, like someone would be like, oh yeah, nah, fuck, I love like Aussie hip hop and shit like that. And I'd be like, and then you like, poof, and he'd be like, yo, maybe we should start an online business together. I think it'll work.
That's exactly what happened.
I feel like I should go back to school. You know.
Yeah, like that.
Hey man, you ever looked at the sky? Like really, like
looked
at the sky. Look at it. It's fucking.
You really see how small we are.
That would be wild. So Kudos, you're a brand already. I feel like you're a brand.
Okay.
I don't know how do you feel like you're a brand? If not, if you were a brand, what would be your slogan?
Oh man, I should have practiced for these fucking questions. What would be my slogan?
Come up with a slogan on this spot.
Fuck man. I'm out.
I'm out.
Yep.
That's it?
Kudos. I'm out.
That's dope. That's dope. That's dope.
On the spot too.
What would you go with?
I don't fucking know, man. It took me so long to even think of a rap name. Like, you know, a slogan's hard, man. We were gonna start a business once called Mattresses, where I just sell mattresses, right?
Yeah.
We actually were gonna call it Mattresses, because we figured that would make more sense. But I think the slogan for that was gonna be something like, is it scabies or is it a bargain? I think that was the slogan for that. But
Oh shit.
I got lost in the mattress story and was like, wait, how is this an answer to the fucking question?
hey man, you gotta stick with it. You gotta stick with it. That was an actual business idea.
Yeah.
And we're still spitballing the slogan.
So, all right, let's get back to this hip hop thing, man. That's some wild answers. 50 years of hip hop. How has that shaped you, influenced you to the MC that you are today?
Well, I mean, it's kind of nice looking at 50 years of hip hop because I feel like it's made a lot of people in the hip hop industry and just in the hip hop kind of scene and community. It's made people reflect on it a lot. Like people are actually thinking about it. Sometimes you need those milestones to really kick in, you know, certain things for you, make you relive those moments. But I think I'm probably similar to a lot of these people here today. I discovered hip hop at an early age. Like I was kind of introduced to hip hop by someone in my life, like my older cousin, and he basically introduced me to Public Enemy when I was like 6 years old, and I loved it immediately. Yo Bum Rush the Show was the first CD that I bought with my own money. I say my own money. It wasn't my money. It was my mum's money. And to be fair, Mama let me play hip hop from the age of 6.
Was she a fan of hip hop? Did she know?
She liked it. I mean, she didn't really care about it at that point, but throughout the years, as my kind of, you know, my discovery of it kind of like grew, and my interest in it grew, she came along for the ride. She loved it, you know, and so like she would be happy with me bumping, you know, Wu-Tang and, you know, Biggie in the house and stuff. So I was kind of lucky in that way, and I think that's probably why I was able to eventually, you know, carve out a little, you know, piece of it for myself. Is having that permission. But hip hop basically, it taught me who I was. It taught me how to express myself and how to access, I guess, the types of values that I really wanted to live by, and the types of things that were important to me, not just like socially, culturally, but like politically and ideologically, like through writing songs and writing lyrics and meeting people within the hip hop community. I found out who I was and who I wanted to be and where I kind of fit, you know. It certainly wasn't anything I ever thought belonged to me. Like it wasn't something that I tried to claim ownership of. I always have to specify that. Because it doesn't belong to me or people that look like me, but regardless, it was something where I felt welcome in the community and felt like I really kind of belonged there.
And you can improve yourself in it.
Yeah, for real.
You know, self-esteem and all that.
For real. Well, that's the thing. Like at first, all I cared about was just being a dope rapper. That's all I wanted to do. I just wanted to write sick bars and blow some fucking people's minds. But very, very shortly after that, I realized, the stuff that it's giving me personally, like, and the growth that I'm feeling as a result of it, that far outweighs any of the other stuff for me.
50 years of hip hop, how has it shaped you as an artist, fam?
It's kind of like a diary entry, It's almost like a relationship, though. You know what I mean? Like it changes over the years. Like I've been rapping since I was 12, so it's like 22 years now. You know what I mean? And like, every one of my closest friends, the majority of my closest friends I've made through rap. So when people are like, oh, you never made it, or like, you know, you didn't blow up, I'm like, my whole life has been like this storybook, and it's been because I found hip hop, you know? Because I was trying to find something when I was younger. I wanted to be a singer when I was 10. I think I heard The Temptations. And like I was singing, and then I was doing, you know, like new metal was coming out, and I was kind of like, oh, maybe I want to be like a metal person, but all the lyrics, like I didn't connect with any of it. And then like it was the same as you were saying. My older cousin showed me hip hop one day, and I saw the stories in my head. It was like movies. And I went home, and all of a sudden I wasn't trying to be something. I was doing something. It wasn't about being the image. It was about doing the activity of writing. I think my first verse went for, I don't know, man, like 10 pages, you know what I mean? Because I wasn't trying to write a song, I wasn't trying to write a verse, I was just writing to write, you know? And so how's it changed me, man? I don't know, it's kind of weird, because it's not that it's changed me, but it's been like the backdrop of my entire like story, I guess. So it's like my favorite, you know, thing.
Speaking of favorite thing, how do you feel right now sitting close to your favorite MC?
No, it's dope. Mantra's my favorite.
Real.
Yeah, he's my favorite Aussie MC. I've been listening to him since I was about 20. Empha Jones as well, though, man. I think I've been listening to Empha since I was 14.
Okay.
What's the verse?
So in for longer, and then Mantra.
Mantra's, you know, you're on a lyrical tip that I feel like there's a kinship between specific types of rappers, and like when people ask me like, what kind of rap do you do? It's hard for me to describe it, but I'd say it's very personal to me, and I'm like a craftsman of being like a wordsmith of like, you know, the rhythm, the rhyme, the rap. How can I best tell my story within that? And I think Mantra does that really well. So it's always, so it's great. Yeah, it's fucking dope. It's going to be a sick
Thank
gig.
you.
Yeah.
I appreciate that, man. I appreciate it. But this is what I love about it too, though, because, you know, that's like, obviously I'm super humbled whenever I hear anybody say that. But it's so nice because this is another beautiful thing about hip hop, is that it allows you to come together with those people that might inspire you. You know what I'm saying? And when I share a stage with peeps like you, because I know you, we've hung out and we've spit bars together. So it's not like we just like giving you some leg up. You know, Kudos is an artist that we respect as well. But it's just nice that we can kind of link and come together, and that's something massive that hip hop and music, I guess, in general can give you. You know, it's another thing. You know, you were saying before, people say, "Oh, you haven't made it," or whatever, but like the measure that they're using is different to what you're using. And you know, being able to share a stage with people that you look up to, man. Like, you know, I've met some people that and I've worked with people that I grew up listening to. You know what I'm saying? And grew up admiring. And that's more valuable than any other thing that could come from this music shit.
Because your measure of success is different to the person who's observing you.
100%.
You know what I mean? They can say, you haven't made it, but they don't know how far you've come.
Exactly.
You've probably been making every milestone you've set yourself.
I think it depends though, because I think when I was younger, I probably would have agreed with them. Yeah, I never made it. You know, I might have been more bitter, but now that I'm older, and it's not just that I didn't reach the thing I wanted when I was younger. Now I'm older, I actually don't want it anymore. And I'm actually exactly where I want to be. You know, I can go to any country in the world. I find where the hip hop scene is. And I'm a part of it. I've got friends everywhere. It's a fucking wild thing. And I think you can have that with any art. And when people say, like, especially young people, like, what should I do? It's just like, find the thing you love. Because it could be hip hop, but it could be anything. And it's that community. You have it everywhere. Hip hop's just luckily we're lucky that it's a very social, you know, thing. So, yeah.
How do you feel about the legend title that you have been given? How do you feel about that?
Well,
what is a legend, and do you feel like
I don't know. Look, I'm too self-conscious to say some shit like that about myself. I would never say it about myself. To be placed on stage alongside other people that I do consider to be legends, I always feel very grateful for that. And to be placed in that category is something that I'm always very grateful for. It's not somewhere that I would ever put myself or claim to be myself. It kind of goes back to what we were saying, right? Like people say things like, you know, how does it feel getting to this point? Like, we never thought any of this was possible, to be honest.
True.
I never thought a career in hip hop was possible. People are like, yo, don't you wish you made it big overseas? Or don't you wish you sold like the platinum records and shit? And I'm like, dude, like, we never thought any of this was on the table. I never even thought, you know, playing 5 gigs a week was on the table. Like, I never thought touring the country was on the table. Radio play, you know, like, I never thought any of this was gonna happen. Taking us overseas and meeting artists and collaborating, like, you know, so it's the same thing when it's something like a title, like legend or something like that. If somebody else is willing to say that, then I take it with the greatest humility and gratitude, because it's nothing that I ever would have expected to be possible. And it's not something that motivated me, but, you know,
Here's a wild one. Have you ever been booed in your process of being who you are today?
Booed?
Boo!
Nah. I've had shit, like, people have thrown shit at me before, but I don't know, like, because I've been, like, people have thrown shit at me when we're doing real good and when we're not doing so good. So I don't really know what the motivation is. Like, I think sometimes people just want to throw stuff, and it's got nothing to do with you.
Like bras.
Surprisingly few bras at my shows. I think my lyrics are a bit nerdy for bras to be thrown up on stage. We used to invite people to throw up shit on stage though, so we could freestyle about it. And the stuff that we would get was always pretty eye-opening. Then we would get a lot of bras. But we also got shit like a whole watermelon.
A watermelon?
Like someone came to the show with it. I think it was closed. Like it wasn't even cut open. So someone came in with it. I don't know how you get it in. Like I don't know where it goes.
That's worse than a tomato, bro.
I mean, luckily, like they didn't fucking piff it at us. Like it didn't really hit us. That would have sucked. But it did kind of roll onto the stage. That was.
They're gonna wake up right now from being hit in the head with a watermelon. They're gonna be like, man, sure, wake up.
Yeah.
Like, I was in a barbershop. It was 2023. There was a pandemic.
Yeah.
Oh, bro.
Sure, bro. Yeah.
Nice one.
Come on, man. You're back at the club in Bendigo. This is where we are right now.
This is your Groundhog Day. All the way to 2023 again.
And I'm still there.
Yeah. So the 24th, fam. How do you feel about supporting all the legends on the lineup?
It's gonna be good. The main thing I like is that it's all short sets.
Yeah.
When I go to a gig, it's so rare that I see a show, even like my favorite acts, and maybe it's me, I get a sore back, you know, like, especially having the attention grab for like long sets.
Yeah.
No, but for real, like seeing like 2020, crazy DJ, half an hour, like, man, I'm fucking pumped about that. It's like quality control, and like he's got a vision of like attention to detail, and I think a lot of promoters are concentrating on, I don't know what they're concentrating on, but it seems like other things. It's kind of like artists a lot of the time, they're concentrating on making it more than making art, and promoters are concentrating on just vocally saying buy tickets over and over again uncreatively, while tease like this whole other attention to detail. So like I'm pumped about the lineup, I'm pumped about the night, but like I'm really pumped about like the entire event, and the fact that like we're sitting here right now in a barbershop with lights on us, like doing this, like it's fucking sick, man. It inspires me to give a shit on a I always give a shit, but I really give a shit, you know? Yeah.
I totally agree with that. I totally agree with that. It's great to see, promoters and gig organizers putting effort into the things that matter, especially things like the show production. You know, the homies, the Breaking Bread dudes, they're putting time and thought into the way that the music is curated across the night. The way that it's going to appear aesthetically, lighting, making sure that the sound is right. And promoters often don't do that. No. You know what I mean? That's not to say that an artist shouldn't be focused on those things, but it's just good to be supported in doing that. Because like you say, it makes you want to up your game and rise to that occasion.
Yeah, because I mean, hip hop is not supported in that way anymore. You know, people just throw a hip hop show just to throw it and be like, oh, it's hip hop, and then that's it. You know, with Breaking Bread, it's a different story because we care about the craft and we understand the arts. You know what I mean? Which is the beauty of it all. So if you were to recommend the next legends, who would you recommend?
Oh, like artists?
And give me like two. Give me two artists that you would recommend.
You know who always comes to my mind? All right, I'm a shout, but these are my homies though. So like, this might be biased, right?
It's all good. I guess they're as good as you are.
Someone. What do you mean better?
No, I'm just saying.
If they were better than me, we wouldn't be friends. No, it is. It is a good idea hanging out with people that are better than you at the shit you want to do, because then you'll get better at it.
I hang out with this guy. He's fucking better than me.
But like a dude that I've always really, really respected and that I've worked with a lot is a dude called 1/6.
Okay.
I think he's one of those dudes where like the heads that know, they really, really know. And there's not a rapper in this country would tell you that kid ain't got bars. So I think he's one. And I was talking to a friend of mine the other day who I consider probably one of our greatest ever, if not my favorite ever, female hip hop artist in Australia, who is Vita Sunshine.
Okay.
Who's another person that I've worked with a lot back in the day and another legend of the scene. So they're two people that I would put front center.
Okay. Dope. Who would you put up?
I've been thinking about it, man.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about it. I would, on the opener, I'd definitely put Mono, the messenger. You know, he's been running the dojo. And then actually as another lineage of that, in like the legendary status, I'd put Hugo the poet.
Oh, wow.
You know, because they both, you know, different generations of running the same event.
Yeah.
And that would be fucking ill.
Yeah.
And I wasn't thinking about it, but then earlier I was thinking, I haven't seen Remy do a show in fucking ages. And I don't know where he's at, but like, that would be
That would be
sick.
dope.
Yeah.
That would be dope.
Yeah, oh, actually, you know what? Because we're just throwing them out there. Lyrical commission does. I'm just probably not going to happen. But
Yeah,
I'm
I
just
think
gonna say,
that's a long shot, but
commission.
I would like to see that.
Yeah.
I would like to see
Sounds like we have a lineup for next year.
Yeah.
Yo, peace out, man. We chilling with the legends. If you're not there on the 24th, like I said, man, you're going to hear about it and you're going to cry about it, and we won't be there to tell you about it. So check us out on the 24th, chilling with the dopest rappers in the game. Tell your friends and tell your friend to be there. Peace!